Hello and welcome to the first ever podcast brought to you by Fody Entertainment. I'm your host, Nick Norris, and today I got a special guest for you. He's a former D2 collegiate football player from Central Washington University, the same place he received his Master of Public Health degree. My boy is a community health educator, just months away from becoming a certified personal trainer. Oh, and I can't forget, he's a leader and mentor of young men, specifically at American Canyon High School, where he helped lead the AC Wolves football team to their first ever CIF state championship this past year as the team's current defensive coordinator, my good friend, Michael Chisley.
What's good, bro?
2019 for redshirt junior Michael Chisley is about taking advantage of this season's opportunities.
It was kind of my first time being in this position to, being a starting player on this defense, and it's a great honor to do that. And I've always had the confidence in myself, like that I knew that I could play and excel at this level. Coach G has always had that confidence in me, so it was just a matter of waiting for my time and going out there and doing it.
How does that feel like with that intro, knowing you were really there for that whole process? Like, how does it feel to fucking have this ring, bro? Fucking show that shit off, bro.
Ring? Oh man, you know what?
Dancing, bro.
13-2.
Damn, 13-2 is crazy, bro.
In DC, Chisley, yeah. But nah, it was man, it was a crazy experience, man. It was only my second year coaching, and it was my first year on varsity.
Oh shit.
So I definitely had faith in my knowledge of the game and my experience of the game. But the biggest thing that I was thinking about was just how the players are going to respond to me and my style of coaching. Even though I'm still trying to figure that style of coaching out, but that was one of the biggest things I was thinking about. But once I got in there and started really building that relationship with them kids and seeing how they responded to what I was telling them in my coaching, it just gave me a lot of confidence, and I felt really good about our defense. Going into the whole season, man, from the first game, just based on how the way, the kids were just working, they wanted to work. They were excited about playing defense and playing for each other. So
in a way, you're saying they kind of made it easy for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better group of kids.
That's a coach's dream, bro.
Yeah, they made it real easy for me.
Yeah, dude. I remember I was coaching my little brother's rec team. They made it really hard on you, boy, bro. You come in there, they don't want to do suicides. And it must be nice fucking having guys are like, all right, we running is good. Make us run. You feel me?
There was definitely a learning period with that, though. As there is anytime you get a new coach, you got to see how he's going to be. If he's going to be like one of those hard-ass coaches or he's going to be like kind of cool with you. So I try to really keep that good balance of, definitely maintaining my authority figure to the kids, but also, these kids are only like 9-10 years younger than me. So I also wanted to treat them as, like a little brother, give them somebody to kind of look up to and model, for themselves and how they want to be when, once they start playing or get into whatever they're going to get into in adulthood. Yeah.
Probably a trip too, being like the fact that you used to be there, you were part of like them dirt days. And honestly, our first few years we were pretty nice, but from being on the team to now being out of it and then coming back to it and coaching, like, I bet it's just a trip, bro. Yeah. And especially like to come back, now you win, your name is a part of that again, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I can only imagine, bro.
I mean, it's definitely a surreal feeling every single time that I go back to the school. I get flooded with the memories that I had of playing football, being a student there, and then all the other sports that I was involved with, track and basketball. And then I started thinking about that stuff and then think about, these kids are in that phase of their life right now. And I just want to make sure that I can do whatever I can do to help them get to whatever goals they're trying to reach, whether it's continue to play football after high school or, you're going to go out and get a job, be a, functioning member of society and stuff. So that's another thing that I feel like
matters.
Yeah, no, the shit that really matters, right? Because you only can play football for so long. And that's why I think that, football really prepares these kids for life. And, like I said, whether you're going to play in college or you're going to go get, a degree or go get a job or whatever it's going to be, the things that you learn from football, I always thought of it as kind of like a microcosm of life. You're going to go through adversity. You're going to go through challenges. You're going to have to work on a team. You're going to be under pressure, and you got to learn how to deal with it, right?
Yep.
So it's better that you learn now in a safe, fun team environment, rather than now I'm 20, 21 years
Solo
old, and I'm
dolo.
I don't have no type of support or nothing like that. I'm just gonna figure it out by myself. So I mean, I definitely encourage everybody to play football.
Dude, honestly, that's. I mean, I don't have any regrets in life, but if I did have one, it would be not playing football, bro. Because I know it would help me with basketball.
I tried to get you out there.
I know, hey, for those of you guys that don't know, a little bit of our history is that, my very first memory of you is hella funny, bro, because it was at American Canyon Middle School. Like, I was trying to think, like, the very first time I ever saw you, bro, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I want to say you were wearing a red T-shirt and some jeans, bro, and you were out there hooping, bro, and you had them glasses on. That was the very first time I ever met you. But like after that, like it's kind of like a blur. Like I just feel like you've always been like a part of my life. And it's like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? And then we started hooping together. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, yeah, bro. It's just crazy to see like, your growth from then till now. And then, seeing like the success on Instagram. Because I'm not going to lie, like I wasn't keeping up with AC like that until I saw the post. You guys won. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you're a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shit, bro, let's take it back to your childhood, bro. Like, I think I know where you grew up, but, for the people that don't know, like, where'd you grow up? How was, your family life, and earliest time playing football, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you could get into that, bro, that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. So, I was born here in Vallejo, California, and I was going to, I can't even remember the name of my kindergarten school, but preschool and stuff. But after that, I started going to Dan Million Elementary, and then went there until 4th grade, and then that's when I transferred to. We moved to American Canyon, and then started going to Napa Junction. But yeah, that whole time I was only playing basketball. Basketball was my first sport, and that's just kind of like the family sport. Like every single person in my family played basketball at some point. So that was like the first sport that I did, and I continued that all the way through middle school. Middle school, I started running track. And then once I got into high school, freshman year, that's when I finally was able to play football.
So that was the first time you ever played?
That was the first time I ever put on the helmet and shoulder pads. Yeah, freshman year of high school. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to play even before that, like since 5th, 6th grade. But
what drew you to that? Like, what made you want to play it?
Man, honestly, when I was a kid and I would watch football with my dad or my brothers or whoever was there, I just thought it was so cool. Like, they looked like superheroes on the field. And I was always kind of like, I'm not going to say like a super rough kid, like I was beating everybody up or nothing like that, but I definitely was physical. And that showed when I played basketball for sure. And the physicality, the physicality of the game is something that kind of drew me into it too, because, football is one of the only sports where you could go up and really have full intentions of hurting somebody and do it, and nothing will happen. Like you won't get in trouble.
I feel like you damn near have to have that attitude. Otherwise, you're just gonna bounce off of somebody, especially them big boys that you be going up against.
I mean, that's how you get hurt, man. If you come in half-assing, then that's how you get hurt. That's why you got to do everything full speed, man.
And the whole crowd watching you too. Like,
oh man, shit. It ain't nothing worse than look. I'm trying to go make a tackle, and then all of a sudden you just get trucked, and now you're on your back, and everybody's like, "Oh,
yeah, bro." What would you say is like worse? Like, you're a defender going up to tackle somebody and you just get hit stick like Madden 07, or you get dunked on like full poster, bro? Like, what's worse? I know my answer.
I've never got dunked on full poster, but
like poster, you fall down type shit.
You talking about you fall down, you got nuts on your head and all that type of shit. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. that's pretty bad. I mean, at least in football, that shit happens sometimes. Like you're not gonna make every single tackle perfectly. So yeah, you're gonna get ran over sometimes, but I think getting dunked on with nuts in your face is way worse. Yeah.
Okay, so high school, you already know you was going crazy, bro, especially against Fairfield and Bandon. I'm not gonna let you guys forget that. So now you graduate, or actually the football season's done. Now we got school going on. What was that like when you're done playing basketball, or you're done playing football now, and it's like fuck, bro, like school's about to be done. Did you already know where you were gonna go? Like, how was the process of getting into college football, bro?
Man, bro, that was a crazy process, honestly, because going into that season, I had attended a lot of different football camps, like university camps, the Nike Spark Combines, Under Armour rival camps, and, Oregon State camp, Nevada camp, shit like that. And I was really going to these camps and balling,
Hey,
bro.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
like, what does that look like? Because, I see people going there like you just get hit up, or do you got to apply for that type of shit? Or
Both.
Okay.
If a school is already showing interest in you, they'll invite you to their camp. If they don't know about you, you just got to find when the camp's going to be, sign up, pay a little $50 registration or whatever, and then, you get a chance to showcase yourself in front of a university and then, other competition too. Yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah. No, man. Camp days are fun.
Hey, when you pulled up or when you were on the way there, you like, hey, man, it's my time now, huh?
Oh, 100%, bro. Like, I was going to
can only
those
imagine
things.
that, yeah.
I mean, I was low-key going to those things pissed off, bro, because, like, not pissed off like that I got to go to this camp, but, like, pissed off, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, these fools are trying to take my scholarship. These fools are trying to take my spot. They trying to be out here.
Like all the other people that are there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I might not even know none of these guys. They could all be like real cool dudes. But in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm competing, bro. Like, I'm out here for a reason. And, I'm going to fucking win every single rep that I do. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to win that rep.
Respect,
bro.
Man, that's like...
Yeah, and that's what I was doing, bro. Like, one of the camps was hosted at Contra Costa that had Oregon State, Nevada, Utah State, San Diego State, and they had some a good amount of receivers actually with stars, like 3-4 stars. And I'm like, okay, I want to see what that's like, So I'm popping up on reps. I see them getting in line, I'm trying to scoot my way up to make sure I'm taking reps with them. I end up locking all them fools up. Got the DB MVP, at that camp. And then that's when I really kind of got...
you won the MVP too?
Yeah, that's when I got... finally started getting some, some recognition, some clout, I guess, on the recruiting radar.
Hell yeah.
And so then after that...
That's clean. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, after that, Oregon State was hitting me up, Nevada, all the schools that were in attendance there, but then also like Weber State, UNLV, San Jose State, all the teams in Mountain West, Pac-12 were hitting me up. And it was feeling great. So at that time we had Coach Mack, and obviously he had a bunch of different connections with colleges, Before I was a senior, Chris Cisse ended up going to Oregon. Joe Mon went to Washington University in Colorado State. But yeah, so like he was handling, all my recruiting process and talking, just kind of being the bridge between me and the colleges. And then once he stepped down, that whole thing just kind of collapsed. And I just kind of fell off the radar. I lost all my connections with the schools I was talking to.
Damn.
And, then we get Ernie Lawson in there, and he, he had his own connections too. Ended up getting Southern Oregon University to come take a look at me, and some other NAIA schools. And at this time, though, I was kind of just already set in my mind that I was going to go to JUCO and try to get out from JUCO and stuff.
Where's that?
Junior college.
Oh,
so any junior college out here, like a Contra Costa or something like that has a football team. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You're stupid.
So in my mind, I'm like, all right, well, I didn't really get no offer. I got one offer from Southern Oregon. So I'm probably just going to go JUCO because I really believed in myself that, like, I could get out in a year. Like, I definitely felt in myself that I was a D1 talent and I can get out in a year. But my mom was like really pressing me hard about taking the scholarship because it's, it's a scholarship. It's right there.
Yeah.
They're offering it to you right now.
Schooling, yeah.
And I was like, oh no, like I know I can do this. Like I really can do it. She's like, no, just take it. So I ended up listening to my mom and taking it.
Shout out moms, bro. She just...
Yeah, shout out moms, Because if I didn't,
she's supposed to.
If I didn't, then who knows? I probably never would have got my master's. I probably never would have met some of the people in my life right now that have made a huge impact on me, man, and just taught me so many different things and just helped me along in my life. So I would be lying if I said, I didn't think about what would happen if I just said, nah, screw that, mom. I'm going JUCO anyways,
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I never thought about that, but hey, everything happens for a reason. And,
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
we're here now.
It's all part of the plan, bro.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan. Yep.
Okay, so now went through high school. Now you're at the college. You're at Southern Oregon. I noticed that your first year you redshirted.
Yep.
For those that don't know, I know it. I think I know what it means, but what exactly is redshirting, bro? Because I think people hear that they're like, he didn't play, but like, what is like you know why it's called red shirt? Like I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know why it's called red shirt, but red shirting basically is when you're taking a year off of playing, so you keep a year of eligibility. So you can do that as a freshman coming in. You can do that for medical purposes. It's really just a good opportunity for the freshman to get acclimated to college life and figure out how to move in school and on campus and adjust. Yeah.
So what is that like, bro? Just fucking, you know, now you got your football thing and you have to go to school. You probably have to maintain a certain amount of grades. But I mean, I guess that's not much different than what you got to do in high school, but it's like, it's probably just more like, do you have anything that you could give somebody watching where it's like, you know, like how you can handle it, like an easy way to do it, like sacrifices you had to make or like, you know what I'm saying?
Couple tips. First, do not mess around in school because they will yank your scholarship and kick you out of school. that will happen to you. I've seen it. It didn't happen. Almost happened to me. I got put on academic probation my freshman year, but I definitely seen it happen to a couple of my teammates. So don't mess around in the classroom. Second, don't get into no type of relationship unless you know for a fact you're gonna marry that girl after college.
Damn, that's real.
Yeah, do not get into no type of relationship because you already got a bunch of different things going on with school and football that is already taking up 80% of your day, you know. And if you start I'm telling you right now, if you start a relationship with football, with your schedule, shawty is not gonna understand, bro. Like she's just not gonna understand. And it's even worse when you do it long distance. So definitely don't do it long distance. But yeah, it's just gonna become another distraction that you got to deal with. So don't do that.
So what you're saying is to just play the field. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Hey, I'm saying limit all distractions, focus on your goal, and make the main thing, man. That's what I'm saying.
2019 is done now. The season's over. Like, what's something that you learned playing college ball that you didn't when you were in high school?
I think the biggest thing that I learned in college that I had no idea of in high school was how to watch film and how to properly scout your opponent and scout yourself too.
That sounds like some Kobe Bryant shit.
Man, I'll tell you what, once I learned how to watch film, shout out AJ Cooper, man. AJ Cooper, once I got into college, he was basically like a player coach to me, like for the whole time I was there until he graduated. And he put me on to so much game, just technique, football IQ, mindset, and then watching film. He showed me how to really watch film and break stuff down, look for different tendencies, how to anticipate what's going to happen based on things like formation, down and distance, field position, wide receiver splits, like how close are they in relation to like the sideline or the football? Are they on? Are they off the line of scrimmage? And then looking for individual tendencies like, maybe this receiver likes to tighten his gloves up before he knows he's going to get the ball or something like that. Little small stuff like that. But
yeah, that's totally honestly, some Kobe Bryant shit.
All those little tells will give you all the information you need when you go into the game. I like to think about it as studying for the test with the answers right in front of you. Yeah.
Damn.
So once I like actually understood that, I became obsessed with watching film. Like I tracked it one time. I was watching 16 hours of film a week.
Oh damn! Okay. Damn, that's
a week.
That's obsessive, bro. But but that's a good way to be about it because you're like, bro, it's right here. Like, why would I not watch it?
Exactly, and it's like there's nothing better than seeing something on film and then you practicing it at practice, and then you see the same look in the game, and it's what it was. And now at that point, it's like, man, I'm not even thinking about this because I know exactly what's about to happen, and you just gonna make a play.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's great.
Okay, so 2019. Now, what's on your mind now, bro? Because you said that was your last year of eligibility. So how did you even start playing football again? Can you just play football at a college forever? Like,
no, you can't. You have to have. There's a thing called your clock in NCAA, which is basically your 4 years of eligibility. So basically, as soon as you play, I think it's 2 games, then your clock starts to run for that year. So even if you play your second game and you're out for the rest of the season, like that year counted. Now you like if you're a freshman and you got hurt in the third game, you're out for the rest of the season. Now you only got your sophomore, junior, senior year. What was the question?
Hold up. Wait.
It was how did I get to play football again? But yeah, so I still had a year left on my clock, and after I graduated, and my boy AJ Cooper, after he graduated, he ended up becoming a coach at Central Washington University. And like I said, this was like basically like my biggest mentor in college, and taught me a bunch of stuff. And he definitely kept me in mind when they were looking for some new DBs. So he knew I had that year. Yeah, he knew I had that year of eligibility. And in my mind, I'm like, man, I just got done. I know I got like some family things I have to help out with back here in California. So I'm probably just going to move back home, get started on that, and, see what happens after that. But he hit me up after I graduated and basically got me an offer to go to Central Washington, play on scholarship. And, it was kind of like perfect timing because I only had 1 year of eligibility, but this was 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
And you remember during that time, that's when COVID first popped off.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So
damn, that was
really I had 1 year of eligibility, but since it was COVID, we played like one spring game against Montana State. And that was just the one game, you know what I mean? And everybody got that year back.
That's cool.
Basically I got 2 years of football and 2 years of school off of 1 year of eligibility because COVID gave me that year back.
COVID threw you a free ski, and then now you're at Washington Wildcats. So you said you graduated from Southern Oregon University, and you got your master's. So what did you get your bachelor's in?
Yeah, I got my bachelor's in communications with a focus on social media and public engagement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the stuff you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out moms again.
Again.
2021 Wildcats. Okay, so now you're there. So going into this, what was your mindset, bro? You like, okay, I come from Southern Oregon. This is a new spot. Now you're like, I got new coaches, but it's a fresh start. Like, people don't know me. Like, what was that like, bro? Walking into new territory. But you've been around, you're grown now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already know what's up.
Yeah.
You've been playing football. Like what was that like, making that transition? And like, what are some things you learned? You know what I'm saying? Just tell us about that, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I first found out I was going there, and this is something that I've just always kind of done with myself, but just kind of creating my own chip on my own shoulder, even if it never was really there, or maybe it was there, but just always moving like that.
Got that imaginary hater?
No, literally, like sometimes that's what it takes to motivate yourself, I mean, shit, Michael Jordan, man, he would make shit up like in his head about people talking mess about him, even though they never really did, and then go out and drop like 40, 50 on them.
Yep.
Oh, all that shit you was talking that you never really said, but yeah.
like what?
Yeah, but so I mean, I just walked up in there and, I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder being from an NAIA school going up to D2. And I knew that I for sure could play at this level, but at that point it was about, proving myself right first and foremost, and then proving the coaching staff right. And then, just winning the trust and respect of my teammates at that time, which, ended up happening. So, yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Would you say you had an easier time at this school versus Southern Oregon? With football, not like the schooling aspect or,
They were pretty similar because some of the coaches that were on that Central Washington staff when I got there, in fucking 2020, they were coaches on the staff at Southern Oregon when I was a freshman. So
they knew you?
Yeah, they already knew who I was.
Sure.
Coach Fisk was the head coach. He was an offensive line coach at Southern Oregon, but he was the head coach at Central Washington. Coach Torgerson, I actually played with him too at Southern Oregon, and then he ended up being the D-line coach. Now he's a defensive coordinator at Central Washington.
That's cool.
Yeah. Coach Singler.
He did exactly what you're doing now.
Yeah.
That's
Coach
cool.
Singler was a quarterback at Southern Oregon, but ended up being a coach over there too. So, I mean, and there was other couple coaches, but As far as the coaching staff, they had an idea who I was, and then obviously Coach AJ Cooper, put that word in for me. So in terms of like the culture and structure of the organization and of practice and things like that, it wasn't too different. Yeah, they still had the same core beliefs and values, character, strength, and honor, faith, family, football. It was kind of like a redo of SOU, but on a bigger level.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a cool way to put it.
yeah.
Okay, so that was the last year you played. It's 2021.
Yep.
What now, bro? You like, fuck my shit. Like, I can only imagine. You're like, damn, I put in all this time. And I remember speaking to you a while ago. You're like, damn, like that was my life. Like now I got to do something different now.
Yeah.
So like as soon as you play your last game, I could imagine it's emotional because it's the end of an era. But one door closes, another one opens. Like what are you thinking now, bro?
Yeah, I mean, shit. After I played that last game, it really didn't hit me that I was done until they started organized team activities, for the following season, like winter conditioning and stuff like that. Because at the time, I was the oldest one in my house with my roommates. Everybody else still had a year left to play. And so, they're waking up. It's like 5 a.m. and they're waking up, getting ready to go to winter conditioning. I'm just like, damn.
You just in bed still?
Yeah, I'm in bed and shit, but I hear them. So, like, I'm up and my body clock is already on that time. So I'm up anyway. And I'm just like, damn, bro.
Did you get up with them?
Yeah, I got up with them, bro. I'm like, damn, these fools got
You
practice.
watched them leave too?
Yeah. I'm like, all right, y'all.
Bye.
Have a good practice, man. Yeah, but no, like, all jokes aside, though, like, that was one of the toughest times of my life, bro, because, like, like I told you, I identified as an athlete ever since I could basically walk, and that
Still are.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of like, how I moved in my life. It was always revolving around athletics and whatever sport was in season at that time, So just going from that type of structure and that type of lifestyle to like nothing, just being like a regular dude, regular student, it was definitely hard to adjust. It definitely, brought me some grief, just understanding that it's more than likely that my football opportunities to play are probably done now. So it took me a while to be able to come to grips with that.
Because it's like a death.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You're mourning
literally.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
that happened to me 4 years prior to that.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds messed up, bro, but it's like, it's literally the death of your playing career, man.
Yep.
But, as football players, we all understand, like, you only can play this game for so long. And it's at the end of the day, it's a young man's sport, so.
It's like fighting too.
Yeah. But after that, I kind of fell into a depression of some sorts,
I bet.
Yeah.
I heard that's actually pretty common.
It is.
Like in professional leagues, but even like, at the high school and college, like I already know what's up too, bro.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, it was just a struggle for me that time, just trying to figure out exactly where I was going to go, what I was going to do next. But at that time, that's when I got my dog, Kobe. And
yes, sir.
I'm not going to lie. He's
Shout out, Coach. Should we bring him in here?
Yeah, come on, Kobe. Come here, Kobe. Come here, man. Come on over here.
Come up.
Come right here.
Shit, if he could relax, he could be in here.
This is my boy Kobe, man. Yes. My boy Kobe, named after the best basketball player to ever walk this earth, Kobe Bryant. Ain't that right? No. All right, lay down.
You saying that like Michael Jordan ain't still alive, bro.
Fuck Michael Jordan.
Damn, okay, so 2021, the death of a career, but the birth of a new life.
Yeah.
So then is this when you started thinking about personal training, or is this when you started thinking, I still want to be involved with football, or was it kind of like a mixture of both? Like, how did you get into, being a defensive coordinator? Like, what made you want to step into that, and how did you step into that?
Yeah, so when I moved back from Washington, I just kind of had in my mind that, okay, I'm just going to work, and I do still want to play football, and I know I still can, so I'm just going to make sure that I'm working out, I'm staying in shape, I'm staying ready, so I ain't got to get ready. So that's what I was doing. I was at the gym one day, and I saw Coach Beecham And, we having a conversation and stuff. He asked me if I'm back, like, in my back. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be here for at least a few years. And he's like, hey, well, we just got a new head coach. We're looking for some coaches. We got a bunch of vacancies. Why don't you come by, meet the coach, see if you like it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm like, well, I didn't really think about coaching, like, at all, but I do know
this was at AC.
Yeah,
okay.
At AC. And I'm like, I do know that I do want to still be involved in the game, and I still want to, keep my mind fresh in football stuff just in case I was able to, continue to go play. So I checked it out, met the head coach, Coach Hudson. He definitely got me in there for sure. Me and Lewis Michael went to go check it out together. Ended up being on JV going through that year. Basically, Coach Hudson, he let us just kind of shadow and semi-coach that first day we walked in. And then after that, he invited us back for the next day. We came back, and then he's like, oh, you guys came back. So that means I got you, right? And then before we could even answer, he's like, yeah, good. All right, so Chiz, you're going to be with the DBs. Lou, you're gonna be with the quarterbacks. And then we look at each other like
what?
Okay, I guess we're in it now.
And then the championship. Bro.
Yeah, well, so I started off on JV my first year coaching. And, defensively.
How was that?
Defensively, we had a great season.
Oh, okay.
Defensively, we had a great season.
And that obviously shines a light on you too, right?
Yeah. So
you
us doing good on JV defensively, they didn't do so good defensively on varsity. He wanted to make a change, and obviously he's seen what I'm doing on JV. So he's like, I need you on varsity in some way. I want you to be the DC, but if you think that's too much for you, then you can just coach corners. I'm like, no, fuck that. Let me be the DC because that's what I'm trying to be anyway. What I mean? I thought I was going to start on varsity as a position coach. But going into my second year being the defensive coordinator on varsity for the first time, that was definitely where I wanted to be at, and it felt good.
So you're coaching now. Was personal training on your mind at all?
Oh yeah. So no, I wasn't thinking about personal training at all. I didn't really start thinking about personal training seriously until halfway through my varsity season as a DC. Just because I found a lot of joy in
pretty much doing it anyways.
Yeah, I found a lot of joy in coaching these kids up and seeing how much they want to get better and that they're willing to put in that work to get better and all that stuff. And I just kind of wanted to be that type of figure to help them with that and give them some game early so they have some knowledge of it before they go into college or after high school or whatever it is.
Is there any notable mentions, any name drops you want to make? Any shout outs, anybody that was, doing numbers, not to diminish anybody else, but who are the star players, bro? I have no idea.
Yeah. So last season, man, we had a really good team. So you got to start with our quarterback, 12, man, Mason Harris. He was definitely the engine of the whole program, honestly, bro. Mason was just one of those guys in high school football where you can visibly see he's just faster, stronger, better than everybody else on the field, So him, our whole O-line, man, shout out the whole O-line, dog. Yanil, Phoenix, Sam, the Cut, all them boys, man. They definitely, because we were definitely a run-heavy team for sure. So shout out the O-line, shout out Dre, shout out Janky, the running backs. Getting up in there. Shout out Amir Barfield, man. Running backs. All three of them boys were getting them carries and doing their Dougie with it. But I gotta shout out my DBs, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
I gotta talk
to the camera, bro.
Hey, I gotta talk about the lock shop real quick, man. Shout out Deuce, man. Shout out Khalil, playing at Contra Costa right now, about to get out, go D1. Shout out Theo, my boy Theotis. Shout out Cole Golar, I got him back this year. Shout out Zay Finn, I got him back this year. Miles Baylor had the only pick six that we had last year, so shout out Miles. My boy Evan Peraz, man, boy 5'5", probably 100
hard over height.
Hey, 130, 140 pounds soaking wet, but he'll put you on the ground for real.
Hell
He's not
that's
scared. And then he gonna let you know about it too. So shout out Ev.
You're gonna have to give me pictures of all of them too. I'll put them up on this video
I got
too, bro.
You know what? I can show you our little
Yeah, bro. You got like a picture or
yeah.
something that we could show in here or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let's see that. Let's see these. Wolves win state title, man. This is crazy, bro. Hey, you're clean for keeping all this shit too.
Oh man, I'm gonna put all this shit in a frame.
I saw a video of this dude. I forget his name though. That's the head coach.
Yeah, that's Coach Hudson.
I clicked on their account, and I saw his video telling people to come check out the game. I think it was like you guys were like about to play state, and he was like nah, like this is just the beginning. Like come check us out at this next game.
Crazy. Then he dipped on us.
He got his notoriety. Now he's good. Now he dipped him. He wasn't trying to two-peat. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, bro. So yeah, bro, do you think you guys could do it again next year?
Man, you know what? I don't see why
you
not.
probably wouldn't say no, but
No, I mean I don't see why not. You know, besides in our head coach, we have pretty much the same staff. I'm still a DC. Coach Beecham is an OC. So all schematically, all the same things are still in place. And the kids this year, you know, they know what's up, and they know, especially the juniors that are going to be seniors this year, they know it's on them. They just got some big shoes to fill, and they got to understand what the standard is now, you know, and they also got to understand that nothing is given. It's all going to be earned.
yes, sir.
Because that's how we got it last year.
That's the best way to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way to get it, man.
That's the only way you'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you plan on sticking with AC?
Yeah.
Like, what if the personal training starts to pop off, like, and that starts to like, you know, make more of an income, or like, you know, do you see yourself taking this, you know, step back from the football and the coaching, or you know, like
the good thing about football is that it's seasonal. Really, it's year round, but as a coach, it can be seasonal for me. So definitely from like I'd say June till December, I'm locked in football 100%. Outside of that,
no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, no matter what.
I really think you should stick with it, bro.
Yeah,
that ass.
And I mean, so that works with you know the training and stuff. In that off time, I can definitely pick up on you know future clients and things like that. I can also have clients during the season, maybe not as much, but yeah, I plan to stay with AC. You know, as long as they'll have me, and as long as I can, you know, make it work with my schedule. Yeah.
All right, so what made you want to start the Mike Be Moving page? As soon as I saw you created the page, I was like, bro, finally, I know somebody that's doing content, bro. As soon as I saw, I was like, oh, bro, I'm gonna have you on the channel at some point, bro.
Yeah.
So I know I'm talking a lot right now, and I know we're here for him. But again, bro, I just want to say thank you, bro, for fucking with the channel, bro.
Thank you, man, for having me.
And now
on,
you're a part
bro.
of the social media grind.
I appreciate it.
But what made you, yeah, exactly. What made you, you know, want to start that page? What made you come up with the name?
The main motivation for me coming up with that page was to really inspire, you know, our generation, and specifically the people that I know and have a relationship with, to take full advantage of your youth while you can, you know, because there's going to come a day where you're not going to be able to walk, run, squat, bench, whatever, you know, move like how you used to move, you know. So the main thing with that was just finding some way to hopefully inspire and motivate the people that I have a personal relationship with and that are close to me, to, you know, take advantage of their health and fitness, you know, when we're young, and kind of start building that foundation so that even when we are old, you know, we're not vegetables, right? We're not just sitting on our ass, right? Like you can be 70, 80 years old and still be moving, right? So that was the main reason for that. And then as I started getting into it too, you know, it's also a good way to just hold yourself accountable and, you know, making sure you walk and talk, practicing what you preach with that part. But yeah, you know, I've got a lot of different ideas for that. Like right now it's mostly just lifting, but it's called Mike Be Moving for a reason. So there's going to be more than just lifting on there, and it's coming up real soon.
And are we going to get me and you playing one-on-one?
Yeah.
And we gonna put this on you. You got the physicalities, bro.
I'm gonna cook you now. Hey, niggas, ain't high school basketball no more. Hey,
all right.
I got a bag.
But we
now.
gonna say back in high school though. Like
back in high school, Nick was cooking me. But
hey, I'm sorry. I gotta plug myself too, bro. I'm throwing. You guys gotta watch this video.
All right. Come on, hurry up.
Say something. We out here, bro.
Bro, that video is legendary, bro.
No, that's classic right there. That's classic.
But yeah, bro, 1v1, we gonna run that, bro.
Yes, yeah, we good.
It don't matter. I hope you win, bro. Okay, actually, I want to ask you this because you got your Master of Public Health degree. Is it possible to accomplish your health and fitness goals with a low budget? Like, do you have to have like all of this money to be able to get like the healthiest stuff? And what are some cheat ways that you can, accomplish your protein goals and just start taking a step in a healthier direction, especially with your nutrition?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't have to break the bank to be healthy and eat nutritious. I mean, yeah, if you're going to buy like organic, non-GMO stuff, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. But at the end of the day, as long as you're making food that you enjoy, that's healthy for you, that, making sure you got all your essential things in there, like your protein, making sure you got the right amount of carbs in, then, you'll be good. But as far as for me, I kind of just recycle the same 3 different meals. For example, like for breakfast, usually I like to make me like 4 eggs, some turkey bacon, and some type of potatoes. Yeah,
turkey bacon is a game changer, bro.
And some type of potatoes in the morning, get me up. And then, some oatmeal with that too, before or after the workout. Lunch, usually I'll just make something quick, like a couple tuna fish sandwiches with some spinach or something like that.
Boy said a couple.
Hey, look, you're supposed to eat like 1 to 1.5 times your body weight. So yeah,
the protein. Dude, tuna that's a hack, bro. Mm-hmm. That's how I started. Like, I mean, I'm not like, Mr. Bodybuilder, but once I started doing tuna and specifically cottage cheese, bro, that's my shit, bro.
Here's a good one. Get you a rice cake. Throw some cottage cheese and some avocado on that with a little bit of salt and pepper and slap some tuna in there.
Oh, that already sounds money, bro.
And then like for dinner, usually it's some shit like chicken rice broccoli, salmon rice broccoli. Maybe I'll sub out the rice for like some pasta or like some brown rice or potatoes or something like that. Sub out the broccoli for some green beans, some asparagus. But usually as far as like my protein, like my animal protein, it's turkey, chicken.
No pork?
Nah, no pork on my fork.
That's good.
I ain't got no time for the swine. But, chicken, turkey, steak, and fish. I really like tuna and salmon. And, cod is good too sometimes, but yeah.
All right, so you're saying all of your healthy options. What's the cheat meal, though?
Oh, man, the cheat meal?
Like, if you could have a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you eating whatever, you going all out. And you could, like, you're not going to go back on your gains, nothing, bro. What are you doing, bro?
You know what? For breakfast, I'm making me probably about, like, 4 pancakes, probably, like, 4 eggs, some hash browns, some turkey bacon, and a smoothie. Which is still a really good breakfast.
Yeah.
It's just, you got 4 pancakes drowned in syrup. So
yep.
That's the cheap part.
It's guaranteed.
Lunch, I'll probably go get me like fat ass burrito or something like that. Then dinner, I don't usually like to eat like junk food for dinner. Like I like to have a nice hearty dinner. You know what I mean? So I probably would just go with something regular on that, like some steak, some potatoes, maybe some mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy, and some like grilled asparagus or something. Yeah.
Damn, bro. It's getting a little late, bro. We might have to go get something. So pretty much, if it's a cheat day, we going carb.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much on cheat days is, free day for carb and sugar.
I was dirty bulking for a cool minute. This was like right after I got, my son was born. This was a choice. I was like, all right, I'm trying to put on weight. I want to start lifting heavy. I was dirty bulking. So I was like, whatever I was eating, I was getting double. If I had like a regular meal, I was throwing 3 eggs on it. And I got up to about, my heaviest was 195. I'm over here trying to tie my shoes. And I'm like, like I couldn't even breathe. You feel me? And I could I'm over here looking down. Can't see nothing anymore.
See nothing anymore.
What's a cheat way to, start losing that weight, bro? Or is there a cheat to it? Like, is it more simple than people think? are people in their own way? You know what I'm saying?
I think, you just got to figure out, through trial and error, what really works for you and what gives you the most work. You know what I mean? Like what type of exercises, what type of workouts really push you to, get your heart rate up, really break a sweat. Because that's when you really start to burn those calories and stuff. So for me,
cardio.
For me, it's leg day. So leg day, those are my toughest days. But those are the days I get the most work. So those end up being my favorite days. It's kind of like a love-hate thing.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I need to start doing leg day more. I'll be going in there. I adopted pull-ups, bro. That's been a game changer for me. Ever since becoming a dad, I could either be in the gym for 2 hours or I could cut that in half and be with my son more. So I kind of got to like choose. I'm always choose my son, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. If I'm going to be here for 45 minutes, I'll do compound lifts, pull-ups. All right, hit my 45 minutes hour. All right, I guess I'll come back another day. And honestly, I've been staying the same weight. So if I can do it, any of you guys listening can do it. But if you really want to get the gains, don't listen to me. Check out Mike B. Movement's Instagram page because he'll get you right, bro, for real. You're going to be winning state championships. You start fucking with him, bro. All right, bro. So, hey, man, we went through the history of Michael Chisley, the history of Chisley.
Oh, Lord.
Cut that shit out. Yeah, bro. I want to say thank you again, bro, for letting me use your space. This isn't my house. You guys couldn't tell, but this is the first pod of the channel. Like, how was it, bro? Did you have a good time?
No, it was dope, man. I want to thank you too for putting me onto your platform, man, and just giving me the opportunity to kind of spread myself out a little bit more because, like I've never really been one that's always on social media and just like promoting myself and different things like that. I kind of, like I said, keep like a tight circle and a little private. But, I really appreciate this opportunity for me to put myself out there a little bit more, and then also real fun experience collaborating with you and, one of my super tight, super close friends. And now we're doing this, this content creation thing in different ways, but we're doing it. So,
and hopefully this isn't the only thing we have coming. Maybe the next thing we're going to do is, it might be a little more spicy. Maybe. But who knows? Probably not, because he's really busy, personal training and conquering the world and winning state championships. Before we go, I just want to say, if you're still here, thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And if you had a good time, or if you think there's anything that I could work on as an interviewer, or if you're like, hey, don't ever interview again, please let me know in the comment section below. And you guys, and if you can't do that, at the very least, run up my boy's fitness page at Mike B. Moving. Michael Chisley Jr., bro. You're an amazing guest, bro. Thank you so much. And until next time, peace out, you guys.
Peace.
Let's go.